welcome to the 5.5 Flags Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Cigar at 3418 Bienville Boulevard here in Ocean Springs. I am joined by my two co-hosts, Mort, Bones, and I'm Maverick, welcoming you to the show.
What's up?
Well, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, so we're supposed to have a guest,
Yes.
Rue and Val, and possibly Pedro from Hayes Gray Cigars out of Pensacola, Florida. And we're smoking one of his cigars.
Send them the invite. I don't.
Hermanos
I don't know.
Dumar?
Domar.
You'll explain it to us.
Maybe?
Got a little. What do you call that? Pig tip on the end on the cap.
Why we can't have nice
And,
things.
and then
Pigtail?
covered. The
There.
foot is covered,
Yeah, it is.
which is some people like that, some don't. If you don't pay attention, you could burn your shirt.
Yeah, especially the type,
Especially like this.
especially the material we got
Yes.
on our shirts. This was a definitely a whole bird.
It's a whole burner for sure.
I got it in China.
First taste, nice.
I made the coffee. What's up, Mandy?
Mandy,
Mandy.
happy Friday back at you.
So while we're sitting here trying to figure out what we're doing, let's talk a little bit about some sports.
Okay.
Well, I just got a text from our guest. He said he got stuck on a conference call. The board popped up. He works from home, so the board popped up. He'll come on as soon as he can. It's Ramos. Is that
I don't know. I never-
Ramos. His wife Val and Pedro. They're out of Pensacola, Florida. It's Hayes. The name Hayes Gray Cigars has something to do with. I talked to him on the. I met him on the TPA turf on Wednesdays, and there's other Navy. He's retired Navy. There's other Navy guys on there. I said, "Hey, is Hayes Gray Cigars have anything to do with the Navy?" And he said, "Yeah." So there's some.
Maybe an
background-
article?
Yeah, Navy tie something. So he's going to be on as soon as he can.
Philip Rivers.
The talking heads on ESPN think it's a major mistake.
I want to see how hard they go after him before I make a decision, and whether he actually has what
They're going to go after.
what they think he has, right? If he
Yes.
comes out and slings that ball and wins the games,
They're
then
going to
he's
shut up.
then they'll shut up. But if he comes out and he gets his butt pounded in the ground,
They're going to say, "I told you so."
Yep. Yep.
And you know what? They're saying he's the starter for the next 4 games, so they're giving him
Well,
whatever it takes.
Yes, they got no
Yes,
back-
they,
they got
well,
no
what I'm
backups.
saying is, but if he gets hurt, then what are they going to do?
They go get somebody else.
off the practice squad.
Or maybe they'll get Winston from the Giants.
I mean, they've got no other option.
One thing is here, he's
Get
been out
ready.
for 5 years.
Get ready, Fitz.
Number two, a week to practice.
But the benefit, okay, the week of practice, Joe Flacco came in, had a week, got the plays down, got everything. I don't think the problem is going to be with no getting to learn the plays. I think it's going to be the physical thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he's been out for 5 years.
Okay.
We all put on weight when we get older,
Yes.
and he's put on a little bit of weight. Or he put a lot of weight on since he retired. He's been coaching high school football in Alabama, so we know he's still throwing the ball. So is he 100% in the shape he was in when he retired? I would have to say, without knowing him, absolutely not. Not what he was when he retired.
He's 5 years older.
But he could be. He's probably in better shape than any one of us here.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. But is he in football shape?
Would I want to do that? Knowing what happens to the last three quarterbacks with the line? No. I think I'd rather stay home.
Patrick?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to stay home with my 9 kids.
I'd rather
I would not want to get hit at 45 years old.
No, I don't want to get hit. No.
not in their field.
Not NFL hit.
Yeah, no, because that's you're getting hit running into a brick
You're
wall.
gonna get broken in half.
Yeah, it's not good. You're going to the ice tub.
If the line gets away, got to pay for Christmas with the kids. It's not a point.
He does.
Does
That's
he
a
need
big.
the money?
That's a big bill.
We didn't look up his net worth. I know he's not making a lot of money coaching high school football in Alabama.
I don't think he cares about that.
I don't
That's
either.
what I'm saying. I don't think it's about the money. I don't think
He's
No,
got to be
it's a
getting
joy
an
of the
NFL
game.
retirement,
It's-
though, right?
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah. And
It's the
health
joy of the
benefits all
game
paid
and help
for.
kids. You know what I mean?
Now, the question is this benefit package, health benefits that they get from the NFL for the players when they retire, does that go up to the families too?
I have no idea.
Jeez.
I don't know.
No wonder, no wonder they charge what they charge for the seats.
I have no idea. But
But you know what?
it's certainly going to be interesting to
If he
see.
slings the ball and gets a couple of touchdowns, win or lose, I'm for him. I want to see him do good.
If it wasn't, that game's going to be highly tuned into.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to see him do good for
I
the
want to
Buckeyes.
watch it.
Everybody will.
I want to
You
see
know what I mean? I want to see him do good.
It's all about the underdog.
Well,
They got a lifeline now. That they either got to win or
They
gotta-
gotta
gotta
they're gonna
Is
eliminate.
that bigger or no? Is that just the outside?
we got to figure it out. It did something. They updated something and it makes the picture smaller.
the way it looks, the way it looks is weird.
Yeah. He has 9 children.
Yes. You looked up 7 boys, 2 girls.
Wow.
It's a grandkid too, right? A grandfather.
I-
I thought I
I
read
think
that he
so.
was a
I
grandfather.
think so. His oldest one might have. Today we're smoking. Not smoking. We're drinking Port Finley Bermuda Medium. The medium roast is bold and rich, yet remarkably smooth. This came up. This name came up the other day. Port Finley.
Came from Maine.
No, I know that, but we were looking at something, and I was looking at something with Caitlin. I said, Port Finley. I said, that's where Scotty's from, and that's where we get
Not
coffee
Finley,
from.
not Fort Finley.
Yeah.
Finley.
I was just like, shit. I couldn't remember what it was all about. But
Yeah.
is today payday? Is our man is doctor to be Morty Fax on vacation today? He's working. After that long what? Oh, that was terrible.
All right.
Don't fly Delta.
Don't play Delta. That's correct.
Yeah. He was very upset with Delta Airlines.
Sharon Moore,
Sharon Moore, the head
Oh.
coach for the team up north,
the former head
the
coach,
former head coach.
Freaking idiot.
who is still in jail.
Yes, his
His arraignment's
preliminary
today.
hearing is and arraignment is this morning
Yes.
sometime.
Yes.
Now we still don't know why he was arrested. We have speculations of why he
Speculations.
was arrested.
There's a lot more that's come out
It's
in the last 24 hours.
Yes. And
Such
there's
as-
a guy on ESPN. He's a commentator, sports analyst. I don't recall his name. He's a show after Stephen A. And he divulged a lot of information. And it was,
Hey, Doc.
hey, Doc Rodriguez, hey. And it was a lot of information and it was factual. He wasn't assuming. It was a factual that he got.
Well, TMZ got the recording of the
911 call?
the police
Oh.
stuff, you know.
You know what? They get a lot of factual stuff that TMZ.
They pay a lot of money.
Yeah, that guy who runs that show, I think it's Barry's people.
They pay a lot of money for stuff like
He
that.
knows he gets a lot of information,
You
man.
talking about Adam Shepard?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
he gets pretty.
he gets good
Spot on.
information,
Oh yeah.
and his crew, they find out a lot of stuff.
Because
man.
let's just say,
Oh, her husband's a Michigan fan?
he absolutely is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So let's just say this.
Good for you, man.
You've got the police chief that's saying, we're not talking about this to the media,
Right.
right? So TMZ shows up and says, hey, Officer Bones,
I get my 50 minutes.
how much do you want
I just want my
to
50
release me the video or the audio of
I
it?
just
Hey,
want-
Mikey.
I just want my 50 minutes of fame.
You're not going to get that because you don't want that.
No.
What you're going to do is you're going to leak it for, I don't know, $50,000.
Yeah, whatever it is,
I mean,
whatever it is.
you
yeah.
want to know who leaked that information? Look in the parking lot tomorrow morning. That
Yeah.
brand new car will tell you who leaked
But
that
you know
info.
what? They find out information. But like I said, I can't remember the guy's name. He was a bald headed guy too, and he boy, he had some stuff. And it was unbelievable.
Well, Morty Fax and I had a little conversation about this as well. Okay, so there, the buyout and all that stuff, fire without failure, but they fired him with cause.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's what they said. But the timing, in my opinion, is definitely suspect because one, National Signing Day is done. So now the only way that those kids can get out of their signed contract or their agreement is to enter the portal.
Okay.
Now, the portal doesn't start until they hire a new coach, right? Is that? Yep, that's exactly when it starts. When they hire a new coach, they got 5 days after the new hire, from what I understand the
So
rules.
these kids are gonna be hung up until they probably post 3, 4, 5 months from now?
So let me just tell you about this, right? What happens in January in colleges?
I don't know.
Spring semester begins.
Okay.
So if they slow roll the hiring of the new football coach, if these players that signed up attend campus, attend school, attend their classes, right, or go to classes, they're locked in until the semester's ended. Unless they drop and take like Morty Fact said, that university could turn around and give them a 0 on that class, which makes them probably ineligible to play. So they got them by the cojones at this point.
They can't hire an interim coach?
The interim coach doesn't
Have the ability to
doesn't
do
have
it?
the interim coach doesn't mean anything
Okay.
as far as the portal is concerned. They got to have a head coach.
Hired.
From what I've seen, and I could be wrong, somebody can tell me, yeah, by this clause, the interim coach is just as good, but I doubt seriously that that's the case. I doubt
Okay.
seriously. Their interim head coach at this point, that's taken them into the bowl game against Texas. They better have a crash cart on the sideline for this dude.
Yeah.
He's big. I mean, he's
The Texas coach?
no. The new interim coach. This dude is. He's a roly poly dude big.
Bigger than Mort?
Oh, I'm talking about.
Oh, like
bulky,
Andy Reid big.
like fat big.
Oh,
I mean, he's got boobs and everything.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, man boobs, and they're sagging too.
Well, Morty Fact said that he had a knife to his throat
And his mistress's throat too. Said he was gonna kill her.
when the police. Is that factual?
Bill Pierogi.
Yeah,
Is that factual?
that's what the actual audio from the police and the dispatch.
Yeah.
Yes, there was
Wow,
there
he's in
was that
trouble.
involved too.
Right. That's he's in trouble, man. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's yeah, and like yesterday when all this stuff,
I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for his family.
and that's noble, right? You really do, because first of all, she found out about this on ESPN.
And he just had a 1-month-old.
I'm not sure how old
I think somebody said yesterday he just had a kid.
Yeah, he just had a kid that's 1 month old, and he has 2 other girls. He has 3 girls total, 2 other girls. I don't know their ages.
Yeah.
And it's going to affect all of them, of course, even the 1 month old, because that child's going to be around, I guess.
So
It's a shame. It's a shame for the
We're gonna have to
family.
rate this next week.
All the
next week,
neighbors and
probably.
everything, and all
That's fine.
friends and
We need to rate
relatives.
this now.
here's another thing, another rub on all that. Last year, the intern's pay was like 45,000.
It went up to 90.
Went up to almost 100 grand.
Yeah.
Now, this morning on the news when I was listening to it, suggests that she may be filing a lawsuit and may be walking away with a lot of
We knew
money.
that was coming.
You know what? The who wasn't paying attention to that? And how does somebody get that kind of raise and nobody's paying attention to it?
That's a very good question, because you would think that the athletic director of the university
Right.
would, or the comptroller, whoever it is, right?
Right.
Somebody should have said, "Hey, so
What warrants this?
coach, can you justify this pay raise? Because your assistants aren't getting that."
Right.
Well, they get, look at the former, Lincoln going to LSU. So he got his pay, and then he got what? 25 million for NIL, but then he got another 20 for assistants and.
Yeah, but they knew
Whatever.
about that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if the coach has so much to go to assistants, as long as he stays underneath that cap, is anybody in the accounting department going to question? I would question a double in pay, absolutely, for an assistant, but I don't know what the checks and balances are.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That
still-
seems to be an issue with this university in general is there is no accountability for the stuff
Right,
that
you're
they've
probably
done.
right.
There's no accountability with this university.
Yeah.
They say, oh, well, we'll self-impose a 2-game ban. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, you take that ban when you're playing the Little Sisters of the Poor and the
Mhm.
Lighthouse of the Blind. You're not
Something's-
hurting that
Like
team.
I said, him doing that,
Weekly-
very
weekly.
fishy. They said one of the management from Michigan said there was 3 weeks prior to that there was something said, and they investigated it and nothing came about.
They slow rolled the investigation.
Yes, now
As they always do.
I don't know if it was something to do with them two. They were seen always walking around the university together.
Well, now she was his administrative assistant.
Mhm. So that could be something that would be
That's-
normally done.
That's how he would be able to disguise and
Yeah,
mask
yeah,
what is
yeah,
going
yeah,
on. Well,
yeah.
I was just talking to my assistant, you know. Uh,
Mandy, in Alex's defense, I always believe that all schools cheat, some just haven't been caught.
to
I
what
don't
degree,
think so.
though? That's
I don't think
Exactly.
to what degree? I mean, do you skirt?
Not that they cheat on something, don't cheat on purpose. Shit happens, and after the fact, oh shit, we messed
Maybe
up.
skirt the rules a little bit. You're not supposed to have contact with a student until December 15th, and at midnight on the
14, went.
you're
quarter
making
to
a phone
12.
call at 5 to 12.
Well, we got a little bit
Yeah, I
of news
get-
in the tobacco world. So
Okay.
the U.S. government announced its future 15% tariffs for most Nicaraguan goods, but not cigars.
Not cigars. That's right.
So cigars are going to that
They're going to escape the tariff.
and what
Is
I
that real good news?
oh absolutely.
Great.
Yes. for
What
the
I was
industry.
told from the start, from the manufacturers down there and stuff. I mean, obviously Nicaragua is a communist country, and this is why some of them are thinking about building factories.
I think they're
in the DR,
socialist, but it, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, it doesn't. The 18% tax doesn't necessarily mean, all right, your cigar is $10 here. It's got to go up to $1.08. It doesn't work quite like that. It's not a flat boom. By the time it goes through the manufacturers and all the wickets it goes through, a lot of those manufacturers are saying the price should only go up like maybe 5 to 10 cents. And some realtors are taking advantage of the tariffs.
Oh, yes.
They're just upping it by $1.50.
Sure.
And oh wait, we're selling it like this. We're not going to lower the price.
And they blame it on the tariffs to make more profits. We discussed this.
Yes.
We discussed this a long time ago, and we said the writing's on the wall already.
Yes, we had
Because there
discussed
have
it.
been some manufacturers and even some shops that have said
Up it.
we're already going to go ahead and get ahead of this.
Yes.
Even before the tariff was imposed, they're adding the price.
Imposing it on cigars they already have
Correct.
prior to the tariff, which is not right either.
Well, they've already paid for them
Yeah.
at the lower price, so they're maximizing their profits, blaming it on the government.
Yes.
And
That's shady.
yeah, it is very shady, and you gotta go, like you were talking about, Bones, as far as the tariff goes, our tariff is supposed to be paid by the country of origin, right? So the tariff is paid by Nicaragua. If that stuff comes out of Nicaragua, that's who pays the money. Now, there is absolutely no way that when they export something that they're gonna eat that money. That money's gonna get passed on to the next level, whoever that next level
Would
is.
that be the consumer?
It would be the brand owner that is importing from Nicaragua
Okay.
is going to get hit with that 18% tariff or
But
whatever.
then
it is.
trickles down the line
It does
to the
trickle down.
consumer. Yeah.
It does. They can't afford to absorb that indefinitely either.
Mhm.
Nobody expects it.
I agree, but I don't expect them to come out immediately
Just up it.
just up at 18%.
No, that ain't the way to do it.
No, you wait until they're imposed, and then because now we're seeing that cigars aren't having the tariff imposed on them. So now how do you explain the rate hikes?
Yeah.
From the manufacturer's point of view, and to the consumer or to the shop, right?
Yeah.
How do you justify brand X, you're from Nicaragua. How do you justify increasing your prices when there haven't been any price hikes?
Right. Right.
So now they're in the cloud. They got to figure out how to answer all of that.
Then we gotta do, so I gotta do some research on talked to you guys earlier about the Casa Puente shop closing in Vegas. Gotta do some research on that, due to neighbors not liking the smoke or the smell.
You know, we had that problem at the old shop as well.
Right.
Even when we were smoking outside.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Well,
people don't
especially
like
when we
walking
were
through
outside.
walking through a cloud of smoke, and I
Yeah.
understand that. I wouldn't want to take my child through that.
Yeah,
So those are the ones that came in,
Yes.
and they said to keep them.
yeah.
I was like, all right, find somebody with a size 5 shoe.
So they're okay. They would love that if they watched the movie.
They can put it on the front.
Great, great. So why wouldn't that shop in Vegas have the most up-to-date premium ventilation
You would
to
think
everything,
so with Fuente's name on it.
and the money that they generate?
You would think that with that name alone, that,
So it's going to cost them a lot of money to shut down.
well, they're going to probably be able to sell cigars. I mean, I can't imagine Fuente just leaving Las Vegas entirely.
Now I was thinking move somewhere else and maybe say we got to do this a little differently and make this happen, especially if they had a big showing of the lounge and stuff like that. Because if it went a mile away and they said we got to do this a little differently and we have to upgrade this and this and this,
Rick, I don't know.
they
Let
would
me
go.
see.
You know, what I mean, people would follow.
Yeah.
We would, because look, we went a mile away. That's how far we are.
Yeah.
So they would go.
Right.
He may not have the system that like we don't.
So, like, if it is true, what Rick's alluding to is that would mean that they're inside a casino.
Yes.
Like they're inside the Forum Shops, Casa Puente, wherever that is. I would assume it's maybe in the casino.
Maybe the one in Caesars, you say.
Could be. They've been around 20 years.
And they're getting pushed out.
Wow.
I think I would tell my neighbors, I've been here a little bit longer than you. And we got the customers that rely on us being here.
What can we do to make this happen?
And I think that, you know, when it comes down to it, put a little bit of extra ventilation in there.
Yeah,
And
because they're rebuilding and remodeling and doing it all the time in a casino. I've worked it, I know.
Apparently, it's in the Facebook page said cigar shop in Paradise, Nevada. I don't know what to do. It looks like it's.
we'll dig into it a little bit further.
Yeah, we'll dig into that a little further and have the information.
When we were there for the big PCA event,
Was it shops around?
there
Two
were,
different shops.
yeah, the casino that hosted it was very much like the situation in New Orleans.
Right,
You could only smoke in the ballroom,
right.
and they had a security guy at the door. If you had a cigar in your hand walking out that door, he would tell you it's going to be a $10,000 fine if you walk outside this door with that lit cigar.
Damn, that's a big door.
You walk outside this door with that cigar lit,
Oh yeah,
it's going to be a $10,000 fine.
That's a big dude too. When we went to New Orleans one.
Well, this was in Vegas too.
Wow.
So the same thing occurred in New Orleans, as I said. And I'm not. You got to do something to prevent the smoke from leaching into other people. But as we were there at the event in New Orleans, there wasn't anybody else in that event. In the
No, but I mean the ventilation was great because smoke sure as hell didn't bother me. I mean it was just like.
yeah, it wasn't over. It wasn't like it wasn't.
And there were a lot of people smoking.
Yes, it was. That's really the only thing you can do: walk around and smoke.
Okay, Paradise is part of. Okay, so
Vegas Metro. Okay.
that's like Sam.
That is big, though.
That's a big knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, our guest got stuck on a conference call. That's part of
Part of life.
working at home.
It happens.
We'll invite him to come on next week and talk about the cigar. What I got out of cigar right now, I think he said it was medium to full. I can't remember. It's very mellow.
It is very mellow.
For me, it's not spicy at all. I don't find it.
Do a little retro.
It goes good with. I can't do it. It hurts. It burns. You know that. I like it. I buy it. I don't know what the price point is, but we'll have all that info next week.
I would say that based on the price point to determine whether it is a seller or not. Now, you said it could have been the humidor, but
I think because that's at 45.
I don't know. I think construction, because I got a big old split in the binder.
Could be a
In
little
the
bit
wrapper,
of both.
I'm sorry, in the wrapper.
Could be a little bit of both.
And there's a lot of veins showing, but that's what kind of what you would expect with a hand rolled cigar. And from what I understand, this is total hand roll. It's not machine made.
So that is correct.
So you would expect the veins to show, but I think the split that I got is a result of the veins as opposed to humidity. But the longer I let it sit here, the more I see it expanding it where it's hot.
Oh, it's gonna.
So it definitely has something to do with the humidity. Yeah, letting it sit outside and acclimate a little bit better probably would have prevented that.
Put it in there.
Yeah, maybe
No,
keep it in a Pavita pack to keep it would do.
I'll check the thing.
But I agree with your assessment on the cigar. It's very very. Yeah, it's not a. It is maybe a medium. Maybe a medium. It's not a full.
We'll get everything out of him.
A full is one of those things that rocks you. You're like, this is pretty tough. This is stout.
Sorry for the interruption.
It's all right, Matt. We're talking about the cigar. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's chopping up a little bit at the end. I think that's due to smoker error. Tastes pretty smooth. I like the draw. I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Thomas?
Held that with the coffee 8.5.
Coffee makes it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give it 7. And that's the only reason I'm doing that is if you see the cigar, if you see what's happened to it.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about, quality control maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but it is definitely, it started just a small split and it's now going all the way to the
Wrapper.
It's going all the way to the range. It's splitting up pretty good. And you guys, it's not happening to you. So if it's not happening, it's 1 out of 3. I don't know if I would blame it on humidity.
Right. You like the taste of it?
I don't think it's bad, but like what we were saying earlier, depending on the price point would depend on how well it sells.
Okay.
Because it's not an affront to any one person or anything at all. When you have an independent label come into a shop, it's very hard to push that independent label.
If the price point ain't right.
Correct.
That's right.
And we've seen that with some numerous cigars in the local area.
Yes, we have what we refer to as the daily or the newspaper here in the shop, and the price point itself is what sells it.
Yes.
And then once they go, wow, for the price, this cigar is kicking.
They're a little hesitant to try it because it's that inexpensive.
Exactly. But once they do, this is a testimony to how well these cigars sell. Once they try that,
They're coming back.
you got the guy coming in here buying 10 at a time.
Yes.
You've got them coming in looking at the humidor going, oh, you're out of the Maduros.
Yeah, we can't keep them in.
Yeah, and so, hey, can you give me a call when they come back? So now
Yes.
we've got 4 people that we're calling when we get our shipment, and each one of them are coming in buying 10 minimum.
Yes, that's correct.
That's a good testimony to
Yeah.
the price
Yeah, the
and
price
the quality.
and the quality of the cigar. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with it. It's really because of the price point and the quality of it.
I-
And it's just not a bad cigar.
I don't know if there's anything in the humidor that can compare to the size of that cigar, the quality of that cigar, added to the price point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you add everything together, that comes down to it, it's a must buy. You got to have this cigar in your humidor.
I'm surprised he hasn't raised his price.
Yeah, he's already looked it up.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad.
Um,
But if this was at the right price point, I don't know what it's going to be, but I hope it doesn't go overboard. If it's new, you know what I'm saying? It's new.
They're made by Rick. They're made by Cordovas Morales out of Miami.
newspaper.
Dailies.
Yeah. So, to
Here's the one thing I would smoke this thing.
just go on what I would say about this is this would be a good, if they're hand rolled, it'd be a good event cigar.
Yeah.
You know, you got the guy coming in here rolling it up for you. He brings a bundle with him, but he's rolling the stuff. You get to see how the roll is. Hopefully the tobacco's aged enough to where you don't get killed by the ammonia.
Right.
You know, but
Rick is smoking. I sort of said.
I think that it would be a good event cigar regardless of the price.
This
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
regardless of the price. You've got a captive audience.
Well, he just had a rolling event last weekend at Gulf Hills. That's why
Right.
he was in town.
Right.
I met him over at
Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't get him here.
next
right
time
here.
in town. Yeah. Now I smoked a house cigar from Cliff.
Mhm.
It just the label just said Cliff's
Mhm.
cigar on it, made by Rocky Patel. It's pretty good for a house cigar.
Okay.
I would
Okay.
not. I wouldn't have a problem putting a full cigar band on those dailies.
I'm surprised that we haven't, other than the fact that they're wrapped up in newspaper. It'd be a pain in the rump to have to do that. Maybe if we caught them before you wrapped them, and
Yeah.
had the labels put on and that was it, then we could get away with it. All right, gentlemen, let's wrap this thing up.
Okay.
Next week we have a Christmas show in the 19th.
Christmas show.
At the end of the
Hopefully we
year.
get our guest in and talk about the cigar. A little bit on the construction. If not, maybe he could just do a quick post and get some info on it. Let's go from there.
For the 5.5 Flagged Virtual Cigar Lounge, we're going to bid you a happy and safe weekend. God bless you. And we'll see you next week.